ik ben Sanneke en ja, ik ben eigenlijk wel weer toe aan een nieuw kapsel. Dus ik ben heel benieuwd wat Theo ervan gaat maken.
Okay, Sanneke, will you turn around so you can see your current hairstyle? Sanneke has a lot of problems lately with her hair. So she wants a strong, new, fresh hairstyle. So I'm gonna work this out for her. Friends on YouTube, Sanneke is back. Now Sanneke has lately a bit fall out of the hair, but also her hair is hanging down, and I want to create her more power, more beauty. We'll give her with a toner, a soft coloring, but I start with a perm. So I start with washing her hair, but before I do this I take a little bit of the hair off. I'll show you how fast I do this. I just turn her around, watch the hair, know that I need certainly a fall on the shoulder. So take a scissor, and of course somebody will tell me that I need a cape, but when I hold it in my hands there's nothing wrong. And why should I perm this part? But I don't need it. And I'm certain that I'm on a strong line now. You can see this on the thickness of her hair. This is a lot better. So now I'll wash her hair and then I'm back to show you what I do. Okay, gonna set the perm. She has fine hair, so I take a smaller roller, otherwise I don't have perm at all. And work it into a hairstyle. Every time, pull the hair to the front, so I have more tension on the roller. Hold them together. Don't make them into a point, but hold it flat. Get to my perm shaver. Wiggle a bit, so I stay in tension. And so do all I have. I'm gonna work with the perm lotion. It's the waving from T.K.S. Comes in two bottles, a small one and a larger one. The small one is the waving fluid, the other one is the fixating, neutralizing. You have to build this up, so you put the head a little bit to the back. And when you have done this, you put the stabilizing sticks under the rubber bands. Just to prevent breaking of the hair under the rubber bands. Always remember where you started. The fluid is better than in the past because it doesn't sting that much, but still it's not a pleasant thing to smell. And when you have a fan, I would certainly put it on while you perm in the salon. But thank God there is perm lotion. But that you will see when her curly hair is done. Firstly, empty the bottle. Then you also get not confused, and when you don't do this often, it stays mostly too long into the closet, so you don't know what's the strength of the product anymore is, because you opened it. But there's also a little trick when you want to save the restovers, because it can be a lot. Then you push the bottle in and then put the lid on. So it stays in a vacuum, so then it stays on a good condition. This you can also do with lemonade with sparkles in it. Then you hold the sparkles. Put the first stabilizing stick under it. Then come to my carton wicks. Put it under the stabilizing stick, behind the ear. over to the neckline. Do this on both sides. Thank God she has very fine ears, you can bend them. Sometimes they're so hard you cannot bend them. Knot them in the back. Then put the other sticks in. When this is done, I close the plastic foil on top. Gonna work a little bit with heat because it's fine hair, so it gets more active when it's heated up a bit, but not warm, just to give one temperature over all the hair. But this is a very important part of perming. It's not that when a hairdresser tells you you have new hair after perm, that you have new hair after perm. Mostly it's forgotten that they have stabilizing sticks, and when they are not there, your hair can break under the rubber band. So it's very important to be sure you have this. Om lekker strak te zitten zo, hè?
Ja, inderdaad.
Dat is ook gelijk de bedoeling. Kijk hoe mooi de krullen van.
Kijk.
Dan heb je overal die spanning op staan. Superfly. Die denkt, oh het stinkt hier, er is wat te eten.
Ja, precies, daar moet ik zijn.
Ja. Maar dat had ik dus straks op de snelweg. Reed naar huis, had een of andere boer, of zo'n vrachtwagen, die had gier waarschijnlijk gelekt.
Ja.
Lag zo'n hele brei van die soort koeiengier, van die lichte stroom op de weg.
Ah, lekker.
En daar reed dan net doorheen.
Ja.
Stinken die wielen. Maar gevaarlijk op de snelweg.
Ja.
Dus als je als motorrijder daarop komt, dan ben je echt wel de klaas hoor.
Ja.
Mostly you control this after 15 minutes when the plastic is on. I know from the last time it takes a little bit more. Everywhere I have a stabilizing stick. And when you rinse it out, don't put them into the sink. They are dangerous to the sink. Then you need a plumber. Where you not do this yourself, cleaning the sink. Close this. She gets some heat. I get some coffee. She can also have coffee or tea or water, whatever. So stay focused. We'll be back. When in the sink, you see what I do there. Minutes. I'm gonna rinse her out. Mag je naar achter, schat? Kun je zo liggen met de nek hier tegenaan?
Ja.
Open the foil. Get the cotton wicks in the neckline away, otherwise the water flows into the neckline. Mostly lay them to the side. Make a nice temperature on the water. Not too warm and not too cold. I think about 30 degrees or something like that. Start rinsing out. Start on top. Leave the stabilizing pins in. This I have to do for 5 minutes because it's the most important thing of the perm. If you don't rinse out properly, the hair will certainly break down by the chemical process, fixating, neutralizing. After 5 minutes, I have to dry it as much as I can. So take a towel that's a little bit older because it takes up much more water than a new one. And I push on the rollers, not too hard because this can hurt.
And in the old days, yeah, if you want to be beautiful, it must hurt, but it's not now the case. And then I take, yeah, we call it keukendoek, maar this kitchen paper. And this adopts also very much water from the hair. This is important because when the hair stays wet, the stabilization, neutralization fluid cannot get into the hair because there is already water in. Especially the first period, the first things you put on are the most important. That's why you start also in the underlines, because you give the oxygen that's in the fluid on the rollers and they make a bridge that holds the curly effect. Also the stabilizing sticks I always leave in the first process. Then come to my fixation neutralization fluid. Bend it a little bit up so you can get to the underlines. Building up from beneath to above. Dan mag je nog weer. Je mag er nog eens schudden.
Ja.
And the top is the last I do. And then also have to wait 5 minutes to go to the second step. And this doesn't smell at all. So 5 minutes for this. Minutes, I take out the stabilization pins. Once again, be aware that you don't put them into the sink. You have them in all colors. I would never buy black, but one of my staff members did. I would always go for the lighter versions. But maybe when you have a white sink, you go for the black. Taking out the perm rollers. And do this till I get halfway in the head. Can already see the structure of the hair. So now I'm halfway the head. Get to my fluid again. Apply this on the hair. Ja, mooi krullen hoor.
Ja, mooi.
Lekker bos.
Dan ziet het er meteen weer wat voller uit.
Jazeker. Ja, en daar komen we nog boven in laken, dus dat is ook gelijk een stuk makkelijker.
Ja. Ja, en dan knappen ze op een gegeven moment.
Ja, het is net zoals je onderbroek. Die ouderwetse, de helemaal 5. See how nicely the curls are. How strong. This has to stay in for 5 minutes. Okay, what I'll do now is, before I rinse it out, I know her hair likes to have a treat. So I take a color conditioner base and it's a mask, and this I apply on the wet hair. This I massage gently into the hair. Leave it in the hair for 5 minutes again. Because the hair is still open, didn't close it. The color certainly gets into the hair. Okay, after 5 minutes I rinse this out. And then I can start on the cut. And with this, I also take the fixation out of there. Make it nicely towel dry. Lift her head out of the sink. Always help your customer with that. So now I have a nice soft tone in her hair. And a lot of curly effect. So now I can start on the cut. Okay, let's start on the cut. Give her a brighter cape because I don't like black capes to work with. Life is already black and white, so take a color. Now what I need is the layering on top because this is too long, but she also likes to have a stable line into the neckline. So there I start with, and then I go to top and make it a lot shorter but still in a wonderful shape of curly hair. Pin up her side. Be gentle on the hair. Enge man.
Nou, gelukkig mag je zelf de filmpjes nog
Ja, monteren.
ja, precies.
Then I take other pin. Set it just under the line. And I start my baseline into the neckline. Don't force on the hair. And making sure I have a nice strong line in a blonde line with a layered line on top. With curly hair, the blonder the line is, the better the curls curl. Let them jump up, so you see the line. You can see that in the center. I have to take off a little bit more. And now it's perfect. Take the midsection out of the clip. Go down to the line of cutting. And I can hear the hair is really on good condition because I can hear the snapping of the blades and the sound the hair makes when it's being cut. When you don't hear this, you have very bad hair. But now you can hear chuk 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 chuk. See how wonderful the curls are. Take about a centimeter more. Do this on both sides. Take it down on the line of cutting. And now I'm on the fall of the hair and just above it. And here is where the first layering starts. So first make the baseline.
So I know for sure that I have a lot of hair into the neckline, a very strong line. Because the longer hair she had was a little bit finer line, and now we're going to make a power hairstyle of it. With that what we have. See how strong this line is. You watch it from the side, you can see the thickness, so it's in line with the hair on the scalp. Take a line on the sides. Take it in the opposite line of the chin line, en dat is de eyebrow line. Als je zit te bijten.
Ja, precies. Dan is het te laat.
Ja, misschien wel. Nou, zolang het geen paarden vliegen is het niet zo erg, hè?
Nee, dat klopt. Van die harsels of zo.
Ja. Maar ja, als je een vlieg ziet die op een paard zit, dan is dat niet met.
Nee, dat klopt.
Die reclame van die een of andere loterij, waar die man zo heel mooi triomfantelijk met zijn paard in zo'n looppas voorbij kan doen.
Ja, dat klopt, ja. Ja, die ken ik.
Dat is wel heel gaaf.
Ja.
Dat vind ik het mooiste stuk van de reclame. Let it walk up a little bit, so you get more power in the front, because there the hair is a little bit finer than on the rest. This I leave out, so first take the other side. Do the same as I did on the right side. Take the eyebrow bone as baseline, opposite line of the chin line. Don't worry about that, because that's the upper hair. Maar je kunt je wel indenken dat hier weinig inspiratie is qua geluid.
Ja,
Dus echt,
de klok.
ja, en we moeten praten.
Ja, inderdaad.
Als je niet praten, je hebt soms hele stille modellen en dan heb je echt
Ja, dan gebeurt er helemaal niks.
zo'n begrafenisidee.
Ja.
Also here I have the top, so I can make the layers on top. Free this. Go to the front. Turning baby. Ja, maar leuk dat we het publiek hebben, hè? Zo.
Ja, inderdaad. Het is mooi om net even naar te kijken.
Ja. Over, watch at the lines of the face and copy those into my hairstyle. Continue on that line. Take the first 4 centimeters of the hair with it. Now I have all the hair to the front, so you see there's rounding into it. So it will be not a stiff bob, because she don't have the hair for it, because it's much finer than the back. So I want to get the most strongness out of her hair. Like I started on the other side. Watch at the lines of the face. Ik denk die lekkere dikke beentjes aan knoop die nou gaan pakken.
Ja, precies.
Heb je
Een mooi
panties aan?
moment dat je het niet door hebt.
Ja. Ja, ze kunnen soms heel zacht gaan landen. Meestal voel ik ze wel.
Ja, als het een gewone vlieg is, dan is het niet zo erg. Maar ja, als die gaat pikken, dan...
Ja.
Ja, maar ik denk dat die gewoon hier bijna niks te eten hebben. Dus ja, die is toch logisch een beetje dat ze ook pikken.
Ja. Ze hebben toch wat nodig.
Absoluut. Go step on the center line. Take the hair up into the center. Watch where I have to fall off the sides. And start layering on top. Once again, don't pull on the hair. Leave it the way it is. Go to the sides. Give it a slight rounding. Connect it on the base just created. Maar toch zie je de laatste tijd best wel veel permanent hoor. Ik vind het wel leuk.
Ja, dat klopt. Het is wel weer meer in.
Ja. Ja, maar dat komt weer door die krullenkappers ook weer. Met die doen gewoon krullen knippen. Maar dan worden krullen weer geaccepteerd. Een tijdje was het allemaal stijl.
Ja.
Het moest allemaal stijl zijn. En nu zien we dat iedereen die krullen met trots draagt. En logisch dat je dan ook de permanent weer krijgt.
Ja, precies. Nou ja, voor mijn haar inderdaad is het perfect.
Absoluut. Going to the sides, so I've also find the underline, it's here, and then connect the upper hair to the underline. Go to the left side. Have time, find the connection lines. Now perm, mostly you don't wash the hair for 3 days around that period, because then the curly effect of the hair strongest and can also harden in. So it's better for the perm. If you have a perm and you think, oh that's much too much, then wash your hair 2-3 times and you will certainly notice that it is not that strong curly anymore. But that you have to do in the start, of course. And then you have been in the 2 days that you have for rest, for washing, there you have to do that. For me the most important thing is when I have curly hair, I can go with my fingers through the hair and have that wonderful feeling I have hair between my fingers. And not rope. Ja, ik vond het echt heerlijk.
Ja, ik ben echt heel benieuwd als ik dadelijk zo lekker zelf doorheen kan gaan.
Nou, dat is echt een heel groot verschil. Van waar je net mee begon.
Ja, precies. Het was echt dun en droog en alles.
Ja. En nou is het echt super lekker haar.
Ja.
So now I did all the hair, did all the cutting. So now we can dry the hair and therefore I take a diffuser. First I let her feel her own hair. Voel eens hoe je haar voelt. Als de hondje finish.
Oh, inderdaad, ja, wat een
Lekker.
verschil. Ja. Oh.
Gaaf is dat, hè?
Ja. Oh. Echt heel zacht inderdaad.
Ja, dat is echt super fijn. Een goed moment weer, hè?
Ja, precies.
Een pinman.
Ja, net op tijd.
Product of Kim, this potion, is a curl activating product. It smells really nice, comes out like, yeah, like what? Like a product, but it smells really delicious. And in once a year they have this also in a pink version for pink ribbon. But then a part of the income of the product goes to pink ribbon. Take a comb with large teeth. Gently go through the hair, so I spread the product. And now I need a diffuser to dry your hair. Gonna work with this beautiful diffuser. Comes in a package, and the joy of this is that you can also play with the shape you like to work in. And it's a max, for those who want to know what. The nice thing is also that you can play with the air between it, because it has this shift, so you can put a lot of air between it. You can also make it very soft. Now before I go a little bit further with drying, I take a new conditioner. This product is new on the market. It's of Lakme. You see that it's not a stable product, so you have to shake it well before you use it. And especially for curly hair, and also when you go to the beach. Curly hair mostly gets too dry, also with drying. And when you apply this on the hair, you bring in the moisture again. So you give the structure more power. And it smells really soft and delicious. So now I don't do anything on it, because I leave it this way. I think the curls are really wonderful. So she can let them dry naturally further, because the base is dry, and then she has the most beautiful curls of the world. Hey, did you happen to see the most beautiful curls in the world? Yeah, I saw the curls! I thank her for being my model. I thank you for watching. She will turn around, show you the end result, and we see each other, of course, next video. Bye bye. Zet je stick erbij.
Wat dan ook, krullen.
Ja, dit is echt een verschil. Oh,
Lekker hè?
zo. Ja. Mooi.
Ja, dankjewel.
Ik ben Sanneke en ja, ik ben eigenlijk wel weer toe aan een nieuw kapsel. Dus ik ben heel benieuwd wat Theo ervan gaat maken.
Okay, Sanneke, will you turn around so you can see your current hairstyle? Sanneke has a lot of problems lately with her hair. So she wants a strong, new, fresh hairstyle. So I'm gonna work this out for her.